Yep.
Okay.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Men's Couch, a show about men's mental health. I'm Alex, and I'm here joined by.
I'm Micah Blackwell.
Woo! It's been a hot minute since I've done that. First time, in this format, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool, man. Looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I want to start.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about the Michael Jackson movie. We're going to do a review on that movie, and I wanted to do this because I noticed a lot of like dynamics and more like psychological family dynamics that came to play and how that affected Michael because like his what he had to experience with his father, that was definitely something that like is you see it more in the movie. You know, if you don't really know so much about his family life, you see it more in the movie. And I think the creator really did a great job at that.
Yeah, I agree. Michael's life is so big that, especially the entire thing. So they didn't they didn't go over the entire story of his life. They mostly just went through his early life all the way to some sort of era, right? I think
Mhm.
it was some
I
sort of
think it was
year,
the bad era,
right before the bad
19
era, or
1987. It was like during
yeah,
the bad era.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what they covered in that, I thought they covered very good. The cast was amazing for every character, especially Michael, who's played by his nephew Jafar Jackson. Yeah, I think because the acting in that movie I thought was really good, especially from Joe Jackson as well.
Yeah.
The guy who plays the father, I thought he played him pretty accurately.
Yeah, that was really good. That was good. I definitely saw more of like who the father was and like I understood the background of because I was like everything if you listen to the music, you see him perform, but it's a different story to like understand like the background behind it and the background of like 'cause I didn't know he was like a perfectionist, but everything looks so good in his music and music videos. I didn't know. It looks so good, and I see partially behind it is perfectionist.
Yeah, and he does it in a way that's fun and he's able to
Yeah,
communicate properly to the other people in the music videos, which I think they were able
yeah,
to catch that pretty good, especially
yeah. I saw that.
in the thriller section
Yeah,
where he's like, "Hey, can we show more of the feet of the dance moves because the crowd could feel it more." I thought that was cool. Like another part was when they brought the gangs, like the rival gangs
yeah.
together.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I
Like,
didn't. I had no idea that was the thing.
but that's great that Michael was able to do that.
Yeah. My favorite character of the movie is the mom. I think she represents. Is that your favorite character?
She's one of them
Okay.
because she stands up for him. You know,
Yeah, she
she's like,
represents everything about just being resilient, and I think she's not to like fully describe the dad. I think she's really the reason that Michael is successful. Is like she believed in him and she encouraged him in a healthy way. She didn't pressure him, and she just made sure that that he was okay and that. But she was really like the anchor in the entire film, and I think that they did a good job at showing that.
yeah, I agree. Because Michael's mom was kind of like his guardian angel, I think
Yeah,
for his entire life. Yeah, like making sure he had somewhat of a childhood, even though he didn't have a normal
yeah.
childhood whatsoever. But like the movie, like the scenes of him and his mom like watching movies and stuff, I thought that was very cool and also very relatable. I love watching movies with my parents, so seeing that was very cool to
I
see.
I saw I saw it again, what was it, Sunday or whatever, I think it was Sunday, and, like, I paid more attention to, like, his childhood and how, like, I saw that he kept reading, I think was it Peter Pan
Yes.
and Neverland? I kept saying to myself, like, why is he so, like, interested in this? And I think it kinda dawned on me that maybe it was, like, kind of like an escape from the pressures of his dad and his family. So I'm thinking maybe it was just more of, like, he wanted because Peter Pan represents, like, it's imagination, it's wonder, it's, like, freedom.
Yeah.
That's another thing that he kept bringing up is freedom. It represents, no pressure. It's kinda like La La Land in a sense, but also it's just adventure. So I felt that he that was his way of trying to express his adventurous side of himself and wanting to be free in a way from
Yeah,
his dad or family.
be more of a kid because Peter Pan, he's a lot more childish,
Yeah.
so him being able to express himself, more that way because he was never able to do that when he was a kid.
Yes, yes, and I was like, maybe he just wants to feel like a normal kid, and that's kind of what I saw in the movie. It's like he wasn't not that he wasn't normal, but he didn't have a normal typical childhood experience because of, like, pressure from, like, the music industry, pressure to, like,
Mhm,
perform. It was, like, all that
mhm.
stuff that, and also, like, I guess given all the attention from him, like, people kind of in the music industry or Motown, they saw that as, like, "Oh, all the attention's on Michael," and that creates more pressure for him to, like, be this star.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of different artists can relate to what Michael has gone through because there's so many different celebrity stories where they
Yeah.
start young, right? They get all this like success and everything, but behind the scenes, it's either like their parents pressuring them or just the lifestyle of being a star
Yeah.
like heavily impacts them. And Michael Jackson is definitely not an exception of being affected by the type of life that being a celebrity gives.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was also kinda, like, not psychoanalyzing, but I was, like, looking at his dad, like, very, like I
Mhm.
was like, "Hmm, so this is Joe Jackson." He's, like, sort of, I guess, represents the patriarch of the family,
Yeah.
trying to, like, control everything, trying to make sure everything is going smoothly, trying to perfect every little thing he can, and I just, like, noticed that, like, a lot of perfectionism and just a lot of pressure on I think most of the pressure was on Michael, but also he also pressured the other brothers, and I think out of that perfectionism came he was trying to perfect Michael, and he said a few comments about him, like, he said I think it was something about his nose or something, and later on in the film, I noticed that he got a nose job, and so I'm, like, trying to connect the dots is, like, maybe that's connected to the comment that his dad made about,
I knew
like
about the nose job, but, like, I didn't connect those 2. Those I thought he was insecure about himself, but I think you're correct on that,
yeah.
of Joe being the instigator on that.
Yeah, because he's said a few things. And one of the things was like, "Yeah, your nose is big," or whatever. And hearing that as a child, like, if you hear that, you have, like, nothing like, you don't have that's all you know, so you're not gonna go like, "Okay, my dad's wrong, I like my nose." Like, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna, like, is that's he if Michael's trying to be perfect and in his dad's eyes, trying to, live up to the standard of perfection from his dad, then I think I could see that later on. I think it was around Thriller that he changed his nose, got a nose job?
Something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think this is, like, a really good film. I there's a film series in the '90s that my dad showed me.
Yeah.
Do you
Wait,
know what
keep
that
going.
is?
I think I know what you're talking about. Keep going.
There's, like, a film series on, like, the Jackson family. I think it's called, like, The American Dream
Yeah,
something
something
Jackson.
like that, right?
Did you see it?
I
Or
saw a
do you
video
wanna
on
see
it.
it?
I wanna see it. I saw a video on it discussing it, and I heard that it goes very in depth.
I would like to watch that with you because it's very interesting. I'm on the 3rd episode, but I haven't finished it yet, so
Where are you watching it? It's on Netflix or something like that?
no, it's on Plex. My dad pirated it, so
Okay.
yeah.
It's fine.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's really interesting. It has more of, like, the family instead of just Michael, so it has
Right.
more of, like, what's
So,
going on.
does it
Because
go
I
more in
didn't
depth with each Jackson member?
a little bit more. I didn't see Janet in the 2026 Michael film. I didn't see, like
Well, that's interesting because Janet didn't wanna be part of the movie at all
oh, really? I didn't
from
know that.
behind the scenes stuff. I don't really know the context of it, but Janet didn't wanna be a part of it, which is why she wasn't really mentioned 'cause
Oh, I
he
didn't know that.
has 3 sisters, am I correct on that? Or
Yeah,
just 2?
because it's yeah, Latoya, Reba okay, yeah, 3.
Yeah, so he has 4 brothers and 3 sisters, am I right on that?
I think so. It's, like, such
Something
a
like that?
big family.
I know, like, it's hard to keep track,
Yeah.
but all of them have, like, different, like, success in various different things, including music. which I think is cool to see.
Yeah, I actually wanna touch on that later, but yeah, it was very the movie, I think it does a good job at just focusing on, like, the family dynamics of how, like, perfectionism plays and how it also shows, like, there are, like, some very, like, triggering scenes with,
Mhm.
like, Michael getting, like, beaten.
Yeah.
That's it's hard to watch because it's like a child and that's all they know, they
Yeah.
can't control that.
I
So
remember sorry, you go. I remember when the first bar scene happened and they're, like, doing all the stuff, like, "Oh, this is great." And they get back to the house and that happens. I'm like, "Oh, that took a dark twist." But
yeah, it's like the opposite. They, like, present this perfect family, then, like, at home, it's, like, sort of a little bit of,
yeah,
like,
they
chaos with,
show yeah, they
like
show what goes on behind closed doors.
yeah, it's, like, chaos with the dad and him terrorizing Michael. After watching this movie, I watched Michael's interview with Oprah. I recommend watching that, it's very interesting.
Okay.
I recommend watching that. I know Oprah can be somewhat of a controversial figure sometimes, but that interview is very, very interesting in how Michael talks about like the time of his life of being a child and having to navigate insecurities, but also being in the spotlight and all the pressures. But yeah, you can see a lot of what was hidden behind the scenes is interesting because you just like you don't know. I mean, he's the most successful pop star, but yet is just like really just like anyone else.
Yeah,
Has
he's still human,
yeah,
he's one of us still.
it's important to, like, acknowledge his accomplishments, but also he's still human, he has a lot of, like, the same like, similar things. Sometimes, unfortunately, he dealt with a lot of, like, unfortunate things in regard to, like, family and, like, dealing with the industry. Another thing that's important that I noticed is the MTV thing.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah,
not getting on, like, MTV. It was actually the scene was funny because like, the guy I don't know, it was, like,
head guy.
the executive guy,
Yeah.
he, like, called and he's like, "I'm gonna pull every singer from MTV if you don't put Michael on, every CBS singer." And I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Bro has
But
connections.
yeah, and it was that scene was funny, but I knew about the MTV thing, but I think it's just interesting because, like, he was kind of like a game changer in that sense for a lot of black artists at the time in the early '80s that weren't I think I think he's the first one?
The first black one?
I
First
think he's
black
the
artist?
first one to be played on
I think so.
MTV,
Yeah, I think you're right.
but yeah, this that part is interesting.
It's crazy how much that affects, like, the music industry in general of Michael being on MTV because it gave a lot more artists that opportunity to get on MTV and be able to get
Yeah.
into that spotlight.
Yeah, because he made all these, like, cool videos, and they're just like,
Yeah,
"No, you're not gonna be on on it,"
actually, and
but
I think after that, right, when he was able to get on MTV, like, they were just playing Michael Jackson all the
yeah,
time, which
yeah.
I don't blame him
I
because
mean, I feel like he in a way, he kinda made MTV because made it more like a thing because of, number 1, his videos and, like, the rotation, getting heavy rotation.
yeah, like, Thriller, all that. Because, like I'm trying to thought for a second. 'Cause he made, like, short films out of his music.
Yeah,
It wasn't like regular music videos, like, there was a whole story
yeah,
in the video, so that was able to I thought that was really cool.
yeah,
I don't know
that's
if he
cool.
was the first person to ever do that, but he is definitely one of the big examples of that.
Yeah, and that paved the way for a lot of black artists after him because I think around the time did you get the text? I got distracted.
Okay.
Around the
Shout out to
time
Chloe.
it was, like, it was Cool in the Gang, Rick James, all these black artists that wanted to promote their music, but they weren't able to because of those barriers, and Michael really, like, pushed it. He was like, "No." And then the I don't know what the guy's name is that the executive guy that, like
His friend or or you mean the guy they
the
were talking
CBS
to?
guy or whatever,
Okay, yeah.
he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we gotta do this." So, I think that's important.
Yeah.
His I didn't really know about his skin condition until really the movie.
Right. When I was younger, I thought the reason why of the skin condition was because of the burn.
Yeah, I thought
I
so
thought
too.
I thought that, but no, he had a different thing going on.
Yeah. I didn't know, like, okay, there's, like, a whole thing with his skin. Because I think of, like, because 'cause I've seen people with, like that have certain skin conditions, but I didn't know it was, like, an actual thing. I thought, like, it came from, like, the hair burning,
Yeah, or
which
something, yeah, like
that's
that,
another
yeah.
thing that I wanna get into, but yeah, like, he had the skin condition, I guess it kinda really accelerated after Thriller, I think, or during that time, because I think in the movie it shows him, like, going to the hospital and getting treatment and stuff, and on the other side of that, he also I think that's I'm glad that they showed that because it showed that he's not just, like, the artist, he's also a human, that brings in the
Yeah,
humanity of it, of you have, like, this rough family dynamics and also tackling a lot of, like, health issues, you're also, like, young in your 20s, you're being a star, and that's a lot of, like, background to, who he is, and you can kind of, like, see his music is inspired by, like, a lot of what he, like, believes and what he's experienced and what, he 'cause I didn't think about this, like, listen to his music, because growing up like, I got introduced to Michael Jackson around the time when he died because my dad put, like, all his songs on my PSP. I don't know if you've ever had a PSP, it's like the little.
PSP. I have
Yes.
not, but I know what it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So he put all the songs on there, and like, that's, like, how I got introduced to it. And I would listen to it for hours on the PSP, but yeah, you don't really think about, like, I didn't think, like, he went through all these things, but I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Like, well, actually, speaking of what he's gone through, I think it's interesting to talk about Jafar Jackson and how he portrayed the role
And then
because and that's a bit interesting of the psychology of getting into his uncle's shoes,
yeah,
essentially. I thought he played a fantastic Michael Jackson. Like,
yeah, it
what did
was
you think of his performance
I think it was
in his
good.
role?
I think it was it was really good. It was I don't know if that's his, like, natural voice, but
It's not.
okay, his, like, his natural voice. I think it was good that he was able to sort of I think while he was doing like, experiencing what, Michael did, so I think he has more of I guess, more empathy, if you would say, more empathy for, what Michael went through and more, like, respect for the artistry behind the music and stuff. Michael overall is just a different artist. He's just very, like, especially in comparison to today, but more so, like, looking when they would show, like, the scenes of him making the music, and I thought that was really cool
I
'cause
love it when they do
he's just,
that.
like, so it's just, like, very it just comes to him so naturally, like, the words, the lyrics, the music, it all comes to him naturally, and I think that's really cool, but also, like, just how he expressed himself as far as, like, masculinity, you could say, like, he's a very effeminate guy, and people I was, like, reading some things, and there are a lot of, like of course, there's gonna be, like, tabloids and, like, rumors or whatever. A lot of rumors of him that he was gay, and he's not, and that kind of, like, resonated with me because of how I people compare first of all, people compare me to Michael Jackson. Don't compare me to Michael Jackson, I'm not him. I'm not Michael Jackson, I'm Micah. But, like, going through, like, my teen years and just within the past, I guess, 5 or so years, people have, like, assumed that I am because of my like, how I express myself. I love music. I'm a very, like, effeminate person, and I could see that in Michael because the way he expressed himself as, like, opposed to his brothers is, like, a very completely different very different. He's more I guess you could say more expressive with, like, who he is and his music. I guess that, like, allowed him to be more a step outside of the family, which also created more, like created more of, like, a rupture because his dad was like, "No, you're not stepping outside the family. You're not doing a solo career," and he's like, "I'm doing my solo career, so."
Yeah. It was a massive battle for him to, get into his solo career. I love the ending where he's like, "By the way, last tour," and his dad's like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah, and I wonder if, like, the theme for Bad is him, like, fully stepping away from his dad. I don't know, but I
I
wonder if that's the theme, I don't know.
I feel like I feel like it is. 'Cause that's like well, not it's not his first solo, but that's like is that his first major one?
His first major is Thriller. Bad is the one that's, like, that came in 1987.
Yeah.
So, I think because he stopped the tour that had to have been, like, '84, I think, I'm not too sure, but, like, then he was like, "Okay, I'm bad." So, I'm wondering if that's, like, I'm stepping into my own identity, I'm stepping away from this, and that like, his dad was, like, not having it,
Mm-mm.
but I mean, there's nothing that his dad could do, cause like the mom said, like, the mom kept, like, saying to him, like, "He's old now, he's, like, an adult, he can do his own
Do
thing."
what he wants. 'Cause
So
yeah, I thought it was very interesting. I kinda wish the movie went into a little more on the Jackson 5 tour,
mhm.
or what was that tour called? Do you remember?
The Bad Tour?
No, the one with the last Jackson 5 tour?
Oh, the Victory Tour?
Victory tour.
Yeah.
Because he did not wanna be part of it.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
because he does love his brothers. He does.
yeah,
I wish they kinda went to a little more with that because he does love his brothers and care for 'em,
yeah,
right? He just wants to do his own thing. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, and that was, like that was really I like that they showed that in the movie, like, the conflict, because he had a lot of, like, conflict between because he of course, he loves his family, but I think for so long, he probably I imagine, like, he, like, suppressed a lot of what he wanted to do because he wanted to please the family for a long time, and I think that definitely came out in, like, this wanting to, like, escape through whether it's, like, Peter Pan or different things that he was reading. Another one of my favorite characters, so the mom is, like, number 1.
Of course.
Number 2, I like the his bodyguard or
Yeah! The hat guy. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know his name, but he was really cool because he saw, like, Michael's distress and would kind of, like, be there for him. So he wasn't just a bodyguard, he was also at least in portrayed in the movie, I don't know how it was in real life, but portrayed in the movie, he wasn't just a bodyguard, he was also someone that to mentor Michael, make sure he's, like he helped him, like, take space from the family, and I think that was good.
Yeah. Like, I love that he was there from when he was a kid all the way to the end of the movie. He even stood up to
Yeah.
Joe, like, as Michael was walking away, right?
Yeah, that's like
I
some
top tier
top-notch
stuff. I
stuff,
love that.
top tier, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I
Yeah.
really liked his character. What is his name? I'm trying
I
to
don't
figure
know his
that out.
name. That's a shame, we don't know his name. He's,
Michael
like, so important,
Jackson
but
body.
what is everyone
Bill.
saying in the chat? Oh,
His name is
Bill,
Bill.
okay, yeah, that's right.
Mystery solved.
I'm just reading the chat. So his hair. So
Oh, yeah.
I knew his hair caught on fire. I didn't again, I got that confused with, like, the skin thing, so I thought that was that.
I thought for the longest time that was it.
Yeah.
That might have been a part of it, maybe, but,
So his hair caught fire. That was very, like that was a scene because first of all, his hair caught on fire, and then his brothers come to help him rescue him, and when he's in the hospital, but when his dad comes, he's like, he needs to just get back on the stage, get back performing. It's like, totally, like, not acknowledges that he's in the hospital, and the doctor's like, "Your son's in the hospital, you need to, like, pay attention to that."
yeah, I love that. Even the mom's like, You gotta chill
Yeah.
with Joe."
I also like that the movie showed him, like, helping other kids and supporting them through, like, burn recovery and him giving donations, so I think that's it shows, like, the humanity behind him.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, good. Same thing happened to me.
I had something to say, and then I just, like, it went away, so but yeah, overall, it's really good. It's I will say, I do like the '90s version, like, the series is good 'cause it goes more in depth, and it's also longer, so it does that with the family. It really shows, like, the different dynamics. It also the one from the '90s, it kinda, like it definitely focuses on Joe Jackson and, like, how he worked in, like, the mills and, like, that time, I think it was, like, the '50s and how, like, the family kind of came to be.
Well, that's
Um,
cool.
A lot of people said that they didn't like the movie Michael, it didn't, like, stretch more into his career, like, after Bad, because it just stops.
Well, like,
But I don't know if it's like
Michael's life
okay.
is so huge,
Yeah, and I
right?
don't know if it's, like, a to be continued thing, because like, at the end, it said something like I forgot what it
Actually,
said.
it is confirmed. They are
Okay,
making a
cool.
sequel.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
probably coming out
Um,
next year, maybe 2 years.
ooh.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, I liked it, but I think, like, the whole theme of the movie was just him establishing his own identity, so, like, the ending or, like, the climax was sorry, I 'cause when I said climax, you're like the climax was him, like, the ending was him singing Bad, and then, like, that going into that era. I like the ending 'cause it shows him, like, coming on stage and,
yeah.
like, really getting into it.
First off, I love how Jafar, he captures his uncle's movements so perfectly.
Yeah, it's
Like,
almost
there's
like
some
yeah.
scenes where I'm like, "Okay, is that the actor or is that, like, actually Michael Jackson?" Because, like, he
Yeah, it is
looks,
really he did a really good job.
yeah, especially in, like, those concert scenes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think overall the movie was I didn't wanna see it because people said it was not good, or I read the reviews that
Yeah.
discouraged me. I don't know if you had the same experience.
At first, when the movie first came out, I heard more negative reviews, and then
Yeah,
as more people saw it, I heard more and more positive.
yeah.
So, I came with an open
Maybe it was just
mind.
the critics at
The
first.
critics. But yeah, I think overall, I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
What would you rate it out of 10, in your opinion?
I would say it's a 9 out of 10. I'll rate it as a 9
Nice.
out of 10. I like that they incorporate like, it's sort of like a musical, but not it's like they incorporate a lot of his music. Like, it's also his life, but he also, like, breaks out and sings and does that. Yeah, I was gonna say I keep forgetting my thoughts. I noticed that, like I noticed the same thing too, like, people kind of didn't really were hesitant about the movie. Then, like, a few weeks in, it's, like, sold out. Like, we were lucky to see it on Sunday because it was so packed,
Yeah?
and I didn't, like, expect it to be packed. I was like, "It's Sunday, no one's, like" I didn't bother to get tickets online, but it was packed.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Did you guys get good seats for it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
We got good seats. Ken didn't wanna sit in the front, but we didn't have any other choice, so but, everybody enjoyed it. I think it's good. I hope that they do this maybe with, like, Prince or
Ooh,
other people, 'cause
ooh, a
that would be
Prince
cool.
movie? Ooh,
That would be cool.
a Prince movie? That'd be cool to
Yeah.
see. Because I think overall, this is one of the better musical biopics, I would say.
I don't think I've ever seen a biopic before. Have
Have you
you?
seen, like, Bohemian
No.
Rhapsody or the only one I can think of?
I've never seen a biopic.
Yeah. Like, ever? Like, none of the, I forget if there's
'Cause
the other one.
usually, like, if I wanna get into, like, a singer, I just do documentaries, but I've never seen, like, a biopic, but this was really good, and I think it's, like, becoming, like, a pop culture thing. Like, I've seen kids just sing his songs when I was, like, walking out of the theater, like, they were singing his songs. So it's like an introduction it's also like an introduction to, like, generations that don't know about him or
Right.
didn't grow up with him.
Actually, I'm glad you mentioned it was hard to get a seat for you guys because the movie came out, what, like, a month ago at
Yeah.
this point?
It's still hard to get a seat.
And it's still hard to get a seat. That is crazy
So it's doing
of how,
something.
yeah, I mean, it's crazy how Michael, because he died in what, 2009, right?
Yeah,
And he's still, like, he's number 1 on Spotify right now, by the way.
I saw.
Yeah. So
He's
even
still relevant.
he's still relevant to this day.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of artists, like,
No.
when they haven't made anything in years or they passed away with this much for, like, relevancy. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to go back in time to when Michael was in his prime of, like, what did that look like? Because if he's
Yeah.
still relevant today,
It
what
was
was it
it was
like
then
back in the day?
like mania, like
Yeah,
Michael Mania back then. Because now,
yeah,
like, we can appreciate him, but we can't, like, live the time that, like, everything was happening.
yeah,
And I think it's cool to have, like, that type of legacy if you're an artist to have that, 'cause that means, like, you really did something, like, you really changed the game for music, like, you really did, and I feel like a lot of things wouldn't happen today if it weren't for, like, him, pushing himself, even though his family was like, "No." So or
Yeah.
it was mostly his dad, like, his brothers were, like, cool. Brothers and mom were
Yeah.
cool, but his dad so
Like,
if it wasn't for, like, him pushing outside of those boundaries, then, like, we wouldn't I feel like a lot of things wouldn't be today.
no, I agree, because he changed the music industry,
Yeah.
like, entirely. Yeah.
I got
Despite all the
his
terrible things
I
he was able to
got I got his debut album or no, what's it called? I don't know if it's his
Off the
first
Wall, right?
album. Yeah, Off the Wall. I don't know if it's his
That was
first.
his first single
S
album.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I got that. We had it in the apartment. We just never
Yeah.
played it. It was just there. So it's
It
funny,
was
like,
cool, like, it was cool to look at.
it's really cool, but yeah, I'm probably gonna play it more because 'cause I've been kind of getting back into his music. I'm
Yeah.
not like a huge fan of him. I'm more of a Prince person. I've always been like a Prince person,
Team
but
Prince.
huh?
Team Prince.
Yeah, I've always been a Prince person, but I'm starting to get back into like some of his like deeper cuts from his albums. I think
Yeah.
it's cool, and just noticing that because he changed a lot. Like he didn't. I think another thing about Michael is that he didn't stay the same artist. Like like he started actually when disco was kind of like going out, and then like people hated disco, and now like then he changed more into more of like rock
Rock-ish.
pop
Yeah. I'll say
and
that,
see,
yeah,
the
rock.
thing about Michael is that he doesn't like he's not I feel like he's also not a genre. Like he
Yes.
takes everything and just makes
Yeah.
music. I think it's an important thing for him and at that time is because like he was able to be what's called like a crossover success, crossover into like multiple
Oh,
different
yeah.
lanes, and that was hard for a lot of African Americans at the time. So he kind of like so it was like him, then Prince, then Whitney Houston, then like all these other artists. So I feel like he really showed that black artists don't just appeal to black people, but they appeal to like everyone. And number one, music, like he emphasized that I don't make music like I don't just make it just for black people. I make it for like it's everyone. It's
Everybody,
everyone's
right?
music. And I think it's important because I feel like there's like this like I don't know, there's like this thing where if you grew up like in a certain culture, then you like listen to like you only listen to that music.
Yeah.
But he like Michael is just like he's like doesn't care. He's like I'm gonna just make music, and I think it's important. He really like he really did a good thing with bringing people together, whether it's his brothers, whether it's like the audience, or
Yeah.
just brought people together.
100%. Because, like, well, I wanna go back to what you were talking about with the, like, 'cause correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, if it was, like, if you're, like, someone of color, right?
Mhm.
You couldn't it was kinda discouraged to go outside of, like, the genres that they were, associated
Yeah.
with, correct? So when
Yeah.
Michael broke that, a bunch of the artists were able to expand,
Yeah.
right?
And at the time, like, in the '80s, I feel like there's, like, 2 sides to it because the '80s is a lot more in terms of music and, like, cultural barriers, it's a lot more blended, if you notice.
Yeah,
Now I feel like it's just a lot more, like, there's not an artist for, like, everyone now. Like, in the '80s,
yeah,
there's a lot more artists for, like, everybody like Whitney Houston, everybody like Prince. So, now it's just, like, I don't know, but, yeah, he definitely yeah, it was kinda discouraged a little bit, but I think what he did was just, like, say, "Okay, music's music," and then I think that's why he has the greatest selling records of all time is because music is music to him.
yeah. There's no, like, label to music. No one owns a certain type of music. Music is music, you know?
Yeah, and I think, like yeah, I think it was good for him. But, yeah, also, like, his siblings, like, Janet has, like, amazing music. I love her music, like
I've been listening to a lot of Janet lately.
I listen to her music more than I listen to, like, his siblings' music more than his music, but Janet especially, like, amazing music. I like her Velvet Rope is good. Also, what is it? Oh, Control is good because that's kind of when she Control, and I don't know if you listen to what have you listened to so far? I don't kinda
I
keep, like,
listened
saying
to Nasty Boys and then Black Cat, I think that was the
that's
one.
a good song, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then, there was another one. I forget the other one, but, like, the music video was, like, her in, like, a warehouse. It's, like, black and white.
It's really, really good. I
Oh, no.
mean,
Yeah, she's great.
Miss You Much is probably my favorite Janet song. It's really good.
Nice.
Jermaine has good music. I like to listen to, like, stuff, like, from his 80s. I don't know if Latoya has music. I listen to Jermaine's and, Revy Jackson's music. Their music's good, so
Nice.
but I hope that I don't know, I hope the movie was already doing is already, like,
It's like
bringing people, like, to know about his life, so, yeah.
it's great. Yeah, I hope they get the sequel out
Now
because
everybody wants a sequel. People don't want the movie now they want the sequel.
the sequel, exactly. Because, like, I feel like with Michael's life, you can't just make 1 movie,
No.
you know? I think 2 I think you could do it in 2, but, like, yeah, I feel like because he's the biggest star of all
Yeah.
time.
Let me see if I could see if I can find the three-part series or, like, we can
Yeah.
somehow watch it together because it's really good. It's
Yeah, I
really
would
good.
love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do, like, a live stream thing of, like, we can,
Oh,
like,
yeah, we
watch it
could do
for
that. Although
yeah.
I'd rather be in person because 'cause I'm more of, like, an
That's
in-person
fine.
person. I'm
Yeah,
an
we can do that.
in-person person.
Whichever works. Yeah. I also wanna say my rating of the Michael movie.
Oh, did I
I
say my
get
rating? Oh, yeah, I said
you
my
said
rating, yeah.
9,
Yeah.
right? I'll give it an 8,
Mhm.
'cause it's definitely one of the better music biopics
Yeah.
because I feel like it has more flavor. Most of
Yeah.
the other ones, they go off the same formula, all of them do, but,
Mhm.
like, with Michael, I decided was more well-paced
Yeah.
than some of the others.
Yeah. A lot more, like,
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I love seeing that. Like, I love seeing behind the scenes, like, artist stuff. As, like, a
Yeah.
filmmaker, I love seeing the process
Yeah.
of how people make things.
Yeah. It helps you have, like, appreciation of, like, his, art, and, like, I don't know, I think it was really, like it's really cool to see him, like, make the music and, like, kind of, like 'cause it just it's cool because it just comes naturally to him, like and then, like, his dedication, like, oh my goodness, like, up at
Yeah.
night and making albums, that's, like that's cool.
First off, I loved the property that they lived on.
Yeah.
That looked awesome, and also his pets, like his pet monkey and everything like that.
I feel like
That was cool to see.
not to, like, psychoanalyze him, but I feel like
Yeah.
he definitely, like, has a strong attachment to, animals because of, like, his family and, like, things going on.
Yeah. I also like his relationship with his family of how you mentioned earlier. I feel like the Twister scene where they're playing basketball and he's like, "Hey guys, wanna
Yeah,
play
yeah,
Twister?" I thought that was very important in seeing the dynamic of the family and
yeah.
his siblings. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Like those is able to see more into like his more of like his psyche a little bit.
Why is our
Is
group chat blowing up?
why is it blowing up,
It's blowing up.
Angie? Shout out to Chloe, Toby.
I had to send my
An
daily thumbs down.
Oh, yeah. So, for context, every time I send a chat in the group chat, Michael dislikes them.
I had to send my daily thumbs down.
To be fair, I am kind of the bully of the chat, but,
Yeah, now you wanna be a bully in college now? Come on. Yeah, this is a
yeah.
good discussion.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to discuss, but I think I psychoanalyzed the movie enough.
Do I?
Do you have any
What is your
more?
favorite Michael Jackson songs?
I like stuff from his 2001 album. I like
Is that what's that one called?
look up the song "Heaven Can Wait" and listen to it. "Heaven Can Wait."
Heaven Can Wait?
I think that's his last album.
I think is that the one, if
That's
I'm
his
thinking
last
it.
album. Let's see what these
Yeah,
peeps are
that's
saying. What they saying on here.
they saying. Yeah, that was, like, one of his last albums,
Well,
right?
I forgot to tell Nick I'm not coming now.
Whoop. Shout out
Yeah,
to
that I
Nick.
think that's his last album, but it was good. I like, "Heaven Can Wait." It's a good song.
Nice.
You hear it. I play it all the time in the car.
Yeah. Can I just say, Micah is the best music guy that I know. He plays bangers in his car. I'm just jamming. Sometimes I'll be dancing as he's driving.
Is it really that good of a playlist?
Yes, cause you have such a variety of music, and they're all good. I haven't heard
That's
a
because I
single
have
bad one.
6 boxes of records.
That's
That's
this
probably
is
why.
also a true statement. I
Yeah.
love playing those as we're like cleaning the apartment or anything. I love like turning those on.
What you do?
But yeah,
Without my permission, I'm just kidding.
I'll let you know. But especially since I got some albums here as well. I might bring some
Do
when
you
we
still have
move
the
in.
Electric Light Orchestra one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I did too. I was listening to
Do you
that the
like
other
it?
day. I did like it, yeah.
Okay, I meant to ask.
Thank you so much for that. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that.
I like ELO. They have some they have some good stuff, so yeah.
Yeah. My next mission is to still get a
Oh,
Kicks album. Still on that mission. I'm so mad
we're
at myself that we went to a music store and there was a Kicks album, but I didn't bring my wallet.
we're gonna have to go to Jerry's.
Jerry, is that the was that the owner or is that
I don't
just the
think that's
name
the
of the
owner. I think the owner's dead because it's been like I don't know.
Yeah,
I think the owner's dead.
probably. But really
Jerry's
great
is
place. Shout out to
amazing.
Jerry's in Pittsburgh. Where is it again, Micah? Do you
It's
know?
in Squirrel Hill.
Squirrel Hill,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. If you're in that area, there's a squirrel and it's a hill.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
Yeah,
I don't sorry,
was that
guys.
my
Sorry.
favorite Michael Jackson song is probably "Dirty Diana." I would say.
It's a good song. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I
just
think
like also, I think my second one is "Wanna Be Starting Something." That's my second one
one was done so
because I grew up listening to that on the PSP like constantly. Like
nice. I like "Leave Me Alone." I think that's what the other one's called. Chicago and Bad probably
yeah.
would be mine.
Also, I like doing these things. Like I know like the podcast is like mental health, but I think we can do like a lot of music stuff
I
and
agree.
mental health stuff because I'm a huge music person and like movies too.
Yeah. Oh
I have
yeah.
a
If we
lot
do
to
more
talk
movie,
about Obsession. That'll be another episode.
honestly,
But
if we can do that, I would love that. I'm on
yeah,
for that one.
that's
Yeah, I agree. Cause like mental health, music and movies, I feel like they
It's
definitely
especially
impact that.
now, I feel like movies now have done a lot in, like, putting, like, hidden meanings in regard to, like, mental health, like
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Actually, before we head out in a minute, I do want to say, Micah, you have done an amazing job with this podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, I keep seeing the clips and everything
Thank you. I
on
feel
our
like it's too
socials.
much sometimes.
No,
Is
man,
it too much?
you're doing great,
Okay.
man. Yeah, man.
I
I
just
know
been
I've
ha
kind. What
sorry.
was that?
Go ahead.
I know I kinda taken a step back a little bit, but you're absolutely killing it, bro. Man, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, you have made this excellent community for people to express themselves and talk about things in a
Thank
very,
you.
very fun way.
Thank you.
So
I thought it was too much. I don't know, cause like, I'm not, like, used to this is, like it's all new for me, cause like I was just saying to some people, like, I'm not like, I'm usually the person that's like, I wanna stay back, I don't wanna promote myself, I don't wanna, like, do all that because I don't know, I'm very, like I'm not shy, but I'm very, like, I don't want, like, all that attention on me, but I realize that, like, it's not a bad thing because I don't wanna, like my fear is, like, I'm becoming, like I have a too prideful or, like, have an ego, but that's not who I am, so, really, I like then everything, like, I post, I make sure that it's intentional, there's meaning behind it,
yeah, man.
there's gotten a lot of, I see the stats are, like, kind of, like it's a little overwhelming, it's like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah. I keep track of the Instagram. We're doing great numbers with that.
Yeah.
So, man, keep killing it, bro.
We're going places.
We're going places. We just started with 4 people. Now it's
Yeah.
like yeah, you're doing authors and everything. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys ever wanna be on when I do the authors, I think I'm doing 4 more for right now because they always, like, ask. So, like, I'm gonna season 6, like, is hopefully is gonna end, like, before next semester
Right.
because
Because
there's
that's how
been so
we
many,
have
like
the
there's been,
format.
like, an influx of authors and, like, psychologists that wanna be on, so hopefully it ends soon, but I'll let you guys know, like, whenever, like, I do one so that you guys could be on with the authors 'cause
Yeah.
they love to meet you, they wanna meet you, they wanna meet everyone, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't done an episode with an author yet, so I would like to meet some of them. Yeah. Alright.
Alright. So, thank you for doing this. Thank
Of
you
course,
for
man.
being on. Yeah,
Thank you.
I don't have good outros.
I got this. Ready?
I'm not good at
Really
this.
good. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching, and listening to The Men's
My
Couch.
gosh, you sound like a YouTuber. You sound like a streamer.
Hello! But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to us, talk about the Michael movie on Men's Couch, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, on
Also
Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram.
yeah, I also wanna say, like, I like your marketing skills are, like, so good. I'm not good at, like I have trouble with, like, doing the intro and outros. So, like, you're good at, like, just that and just all that. So I appreciate that. Appreciate
Thank you,
all you
man.
do. So
We make a good team. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. This is a great episode. And yeah. And so guys, don't forget to listen to our rest of the episodes that Mike is cooking up, you know.
season
Get
6 will probably hopefully end before the fall.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we format it.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy we're going to
Season
season 7?
6, season
Well,
7.
we're going
Now we're referring to our life as like seasons, like season 7.
Yeah, we've been kinda doing that, which I think is fun.
I think it's funny.
We go to our friends who are like, "Yeah, you weren't in, like, season 2, man. You were, like, season 3. You came in
Yeah, I was
season
like
3."
you're a recurring guest.
Yes, exactly.
Also,
Cool.
I'm excited for the retreat as well. There's like so many things we're
Yeah,
gonna and Austria wants to do a bonfire. There's like so many things that
great. Yeah,
are
for those who
happening.
aren't aware, Men's Couch, we're doing a retreat, which we'll probably post on socials when we get to it.
Excited.
So, really excited for that. Lucas, he has a place
He is
for it.
the place for
Yeah.
us.
I haven't seen it, so
You
I'm pretty excited.
haven't?
I have
It's
not
so
seen it yet.
nice. You'll like it.
Is it like a summer camp feel, or is it
No,
like
no, it's not
no?
a summer camp. No. It's
Okay,
very, like it's very open. There's like I think a cornfield behind it. There's like a creek that, like, you
right,
could just go in. So,
cool.
yeah, it was
I
really
like doing
fun.
that. Sick. All right, cool. Let's wrap up this episode. So yeah, guys, go watch the rest of my Men's Couch content, and we will see you guys soon.
Yeah. Bye.